Hey everybody, it's time to go ahead and build this superstore. So I've already gone through and sorted the first bag. So this should go a little bit faster than it normally would. I go back and forth between whether I like sorting these or not. It just kind of depends. On this, it's such a big build. It goes so much faster if you just go ahead and pre-sort. So this is the reason. There's 2 TMs. I'm still kind of waking up, so it'll be a little bit slower than usual. To the gray. All right. So this is the Superstar Destroyer. It is right around, count-wise, it's around the same size as the Star Destroyer I did, but overall size-wise, it's longer and skinnier. But this is like the ultimate set that you can find in terms of Lego Star Wars. Obviously, the Millennium Falcon is bigger. There's some large sets out there. But the thing with this one is, it's just so damn hard to find. So, I believe this one normally you can get for, like originally I want to say it was like probably $350, $400 set. And now, this set, brand new in a box, goes for, I don't know, $700 easy to $1,000 to $1,200. So it's a really, really expensive set. And it's just because it's so sought after. Everybody wants it. Nobody wants to pay the price. There are knockoff versions out there made by Lepin. Just don't look at. I mean, it looks mostly the same. But if I'm going to spend that much money on something, I want it to be legit, not a knockoff. So in this part of it here, we're building a small Star Destroyer, which is crazy because it's going to put into scale how large the Super Star Destroyer is and scale to the regular Imperial Star Destroyer because there's a huge size difference. All right. So, for those of you who saw pictures of the regular Star Destroyer that I built, it has the Tantive 4, the ship that's captured in the beginning of A New Hope. And it does it so you can see, like scale-wise, how much bigger the Super Star Destroyer is, or this Imperial Star Destroyer is, as opposed to the Tantive 4. Same thing here. This is going to show how big the Star Destroyer is in relation to, or how big the Super Star Destroyer is in relation to the Imperial Star Destroyer. All right. These. All right. So this is going to go here, here, took one. That's supposed to be two of these. All right. So this is the Star Destroyer that we have right now. So not very big, really small. So this big one here, this is the scale of it. And so the Super Star Destroyer is going to be even longer than this. It'll be skinnier, but it's going to be longer than that. So that's just kind of the scale to it. So it's really, really, really flipping huge. All right. So somebody's watching. Let me see who all is on Facebook. Give me a second here. Yeah, so I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. It's just so hard to come by this set. And I found a guy selling a set on eBay. Cheaper than it usually is. So, and I can show you guys what the box looks like and all that. So, the box is huge. Right? You can kind of see. So it's got 3,152 pieces. Figures include Dengar, Admiral Piet, the IG-88, which is cool because it's also in Mandalorian, Boss K, and Darth Vader. And inside of it, you've got 3 cases full of pieces. The pieces you see down here are all out of the first box. So we got the mini Star Destroyer built already, and that's gonna connect to the outside. Same way this Tantive 4 is connected, but really it shows you that the scale of Tantive 4 to the Imperial Star Destroyer, this is Imperial Star Destroyer in relation to Super Star Destroyer. If you get a chance, there's some videos out there that show the scale of the various Star Destroyers that are out there. It is insane because you see all these toys come out, but you never realize like how much bigger some of these ships are in relation. It's crazy. All right, so here we go. This is the actual beginning of the Super Star Destroyer portion of the build. And so, as you can see, this just goes a lot faster when you have all the pieces laid out. It's a little tricky because on some of these older books, the black almost looks like it's dark gray. So it's really hard to tell the difference almost. So this is the base that we're building, the base of the ship that everything else is going to mount on. Alright, so that goes there. these 3 large plates, which I think are over here. Oh, actually, I'm dumb. So all the pieces you see here, that's not the entire box. That's just all the bags labeled 1. Then we have all the bags labeled 2 over here. So this is only half of the box. So, bam, right? I think the enormous size and the scale of this is starting to be shown here really quickly. And kids, always stay hydrated. All right. I didn't sort these because I didn't know in which part of the build these actually would be used. So I'll go ahead and sort these out real quick here. It's really weird. Lego, they separate all these pieces into numbered bags. But then they also give you some of the larger pieces they'll put into unnamed bags or unnumbered bags, which is a little odd, but all right. This is the nameplate that the little custom sticker is going to go on. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. All right. Let's make 2 of those. 2, 4, 6, 4 of those. 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. All right. So this is just a layering up to make this bottom section stronger. Lego's usually pretty good about that, but making sure that these sets are not going to have any structural issues. That's one thing, right? You see all these people building their own sets sometimes. The really good ones are the ones where the structure is just as good as the builds that Lego gives you. Two of those, 2 of those, 2 of these, and then 2 of these. Turn that around. So here's where we are so far. Add some more plates on the bottom. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. Just one of these. All right. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Is that? That's dark gray. 2 dark gray. Oh, now we're flipping it to the back side. Here go. Oh, this lines up with this. Sweet. Easy to tell where it goes. Hey, look, starting to get some of the style, right? Actually, kind of looks like a Vader helmet. All right. One, two, and three. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Good. One of these sixes. 2 of these. Three. All right. Oh, cool. So this is just goes on top of this. Try to push it all down, make sure it doesn't go anywhere or come loose. It's like back and forth. Do some on the bottom, do some on the top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Take a guess that this may be part of like cargo hold opening in the bottom here coming up too, although I'm not really sure. There we go. We're on the page 14 now, or step 14. So the other thing about this is it's going to get to a bit, right now I can have all these pieces on top of the book. It's going to probably get here to a point soon where I'm going to have to keep the book off to the side, or I'll push this stuff up and the ship will be out in front, or the book back there, just so that I have enough room to do all this. So goes right there. It's there. Yeah, because this is gonna get big fast here. Yeah, but you can tell it's getting bigger and bigger. 2 more of these. 2 more of these. And all right. I have 4 more. Oh, wow. This is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. 4 of these. 4 of those. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, see, this is the point now. Where I'm going to push this stuff forward. Because the length here is going to get ridiculous. So sometimes they'll have you put the pieces in place without actually connecting them to anything. That's the point we're at right now. So you kind of just put them in place from where they're going to go. And then one of the next steps will be to actually connect them up. This is kind of cool. Yeah. So they're gonna layer these. That's what they're doing. 4. 3 and 4. We're gonna have this plate here. We'll get a 6 plate. This will be cool here in a minute when I get to show you guys what this looks like. So you can see it's getting big really fast. All right. On to step 18. That's 2, 4, 6, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so this is going to be, looks like the very front. And this is just the underside. I think the top is going to go out even further, or the back goes out further than the bottom piece, just with the way that it's designed. All right. 2, 4, 20 of those. 2, 4, 12 these. Oh yeah, okay, so that's not even the bottom of it, because there's some more that's going to go on here. That's weird. Why does that? Oh, I see. I'm a little confused here. Give me a minute. It's on the same level. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. Wrong size. Where? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's a 10. Is this supposed to be? I guess it's supposed to be dark gray. So yeah, so this is where it's kind of a pain in that sometimes it's really hard to tell what the color should be. Oh, that's not supposed to be up there. It's supposed to be up here. All right. So, bam. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These. So 2 of those. 1 of these. And 1 of those. Oh wow, this is like all the way back here. Going back, way back. One of these each. One of those. 5 of these. So 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. One of those. What are we building here? All right. All right. I made something. Oh, cool. So this is just one of the layers that attaches in the back. So it just makes it longer. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. These 2, that, and that. All right. That one is done. That's going to go back here. Very cool. Step 23. So these little pieces here, these wedges, I had a ton of them to start. They're quickly going. 3, 3, that. 2 of these long ones. Oh, this is a little hard to see. I do not like the way they did this. I'm going to try and figure out now what it is they're doing here. I see. Goes up further past. Okay. And then All right. So made it a little more sturdy in step 23. There's probably going to be a lot more of that for the rest of the next steps. Oh, look at that. 3 big plates. One of these. One of those. 2 of these. Yeah. Oh. Gotta be careful with this. Yeah. Like part of it now is very sturdy, and the other part of it is not because it hasn't been strengthened yet. So I just gotta be careful with that. 2 of these, 2 of those. This step here will help some of that. That's not right. Oh, there it goes. Actually, that's wrong. Just gotta go here. That goes to here. So you can see, getting sturdier every step of the way here. Three. Just add a little bit more length to it. So we're starting to see yeah, it's really getting there. It's starting to get low in pieces for bag 1. Now I go into the underside here. Page 4. Alright. For these flat tiles. 2 of these. 2 of these. 6 of these. 4, 5, 6. 16 of these. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right. So then these run out. Just a bunch of little pieces here. This doesn't have an interior, so I'm guessing this is also just part of the structure here. So, just for anybody watching, just this stuff here is what I just added. Three, thread 1 by 3s, 1 by 6s. Let's see that one. Why don't I have that one? Did I use that somewhere where I shouldn't have? So, 2 by 12. All right, let's look. many is it somewhere I shouldn't have? So yeah. That's really weird. I feel like I'm missing a piece. That's a really big piece to be missing too. Oh. So, good time to tell you about these figures. All right. And anybody notice what these figures are standing on? It's the piece I'm looking for. That's what it is. Ooh. All right. Another one of these crates. Last two of these. Four of these. These two. That. All right. Here. All right. 30 of the flat tiles and 18 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. And 30 the flats. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 20. Wow, this is going to be. Here you got to pay attention so you don't put the pieces in the wrong daggone place. Because you kind of, on some of these, you're basing your pieces on the other side and distance and all that on one, right? So if I get a distance off by one stud, then everything else that follows will all be off by one stud too. So gotta be careful with that. Oh Lord. All right, so next one here. This next one. Oh, it's actually, that's nice. This lines up in here. Oh, cool. That helps there. So I should be spreading both of those. Some kind of rhyme. Alright. And so then these have to go down the rest of the way. Well, it's really getting hard to follow this here. Shouldn't be missing that much. That should be here, right? That was a pain. So basically what I just did is all these pieces, having to make sure all the spacing is correct. This is pretty sturdy already. Not any sag to it. All right. These two. These two. That. 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 And there's these two. Two of the girls. One of those. These four. That one. That. The blue piece. And the 4 clips. Should be all of that. don't know what this is here. Oh, that's cool. So there's still parts of the ship I'm building. I think this is going to be the last step of the number 1 bags. Go right in there. Yay! Number 1 bags are done. So this is our end result. We'll pause here probably for a bio break. There's probably no pause button here either, is there? Nope. Daggone it. So 1 hour for 1 bag. I wonder how many bags there are. So there's 7 bags. So I'm a 7th of the way through. Although that all depends on piece counts and all that as well. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. All right. Now, put this aside. Oh, here's that sticker I was talking about. Right, that's pretty cool. So that on that plate there. Wow, there's a lot of these. Anyway, these are all the same pieces there. So this is where all these Technic bricks, that's where all your structure comes from on a lot of these sets. Seeing a little bit of discoloration on some of these, which is a little disheartening because the amount of money I paid for the set. So the discoloration over time, primarily when Lego are exposed to sunlight, UV light, they can discolor. This is odd because this box is completely sealed when I got it. So kind of interesting that they would have done that. But typically if you reach out to Lego, they'll go ahead and, especially on like closed sets, they'll go ahead and they'll replace pieces. Even though this is a much older set, the pieces haven't changed. So, you reach out to them and they'll send you replacement pieces. Or I can go out to the community to bricklink.com and I can purchase the replacement pieces there. We'll see. So far, all this stuff is going to be hidden. So I'll just have to see what is visible. If there's any slightly discolored pieces that are visible once I'm done, I'll probably get replacements for those, and then we'll replace those. And sometimes when you do that, that takes a little bit of work because not all the exposed pieces, you can just pull off and then replace. So sometimes that ends up being a little bit of work. I've picked up some sets, third party, that ended up, you could tell they were sitting in direct sunlight. And so the color is just off, right? The whites become like an almond, and it doesn't look right. And then it's funny, like if there's pieces that like overlap, like on the outside, the parts that or the pieces of the part that were visible, you can see how they've changed colors, but the part that was covered up, they haven't. They're still the same color they were originally. So that's why if you have Lego sets, do not expose them to direct sunlight, or make sure that your windows have some kind of UV protection. That can help as well. One of the reasons I have all the Lego in the basement is so that there's not a lot of sunlight down here. I don't have to worry about that because obviously I've spent a lot of money on these sets, and I don't want to destroy them by just the sun hitting them. All right. So just sorting pieces out. Again, that's so I don't have to peck through to find pieces later on. It's a lot easier to just sort them ahead of time. On the smaller sets, I don't bother with it because there's just not that many pieces. On something like this, and we have so many bags, it's just easier. And so I try to just sort them by like color. That way, I know like generally the area that the pieces are going to be in. It's still separating beyond color, right? Down like for piece type. So it's like by color. Location wise, I put them by color, and then I separate them by piece type as well. All right. I got my shelf over there all ready to go. Don't know if I have enough height on it or not. I might have to move the starter storage shelf down an inch, which if I have to do that, that'll be fun. These are kind of cool little pieces. Oops, where's the camera? There it is. Right? Don't really see those used a ton. And like it's pieces like that, when you get those in a set, like a used set, or if you get a bulk buy and you see those pieces, it's cool because those pieces, they're not used a ton. So it's really easy just to go look to see what sets came with those pieces, to try to identify what set you may have in that bulk purchase you made. All right, slowly getting there. So for bag one, I did that last night. Before I went to bed, I came down here and just kind of prepped it. That way, when I got up, I was still half asleep. I would still be able just to go ahead and jump kind of right into it. Oh, that goes right there. And it was there. It's funny, like they have these little bags with just a few pieces in them, but they match pieces that were in the bigger bags. And it's like, and they don't specify which particular number 2 bag the parts come from. So I don't know why they separate it like that. It's kind of weird.
maybe there is some breakdown of like particular bags for particular portions of the build guide, but they certainly don't point that out in the instructions. Yeah, because I mean, this is a replica of one of the bags I went through earlier, so it's got to be like this is like a particular wing, and there's two wings, and so they have two of those bags in there, which you would think they could just aim the instructions around that, but it is what it is. Over here, the rest of the white pieces. I know the grays are kind of all over the place. This is because there's more of the other stuff. There. I swear, Lego are great for hand-eye coordination. Because unless you want to drop pieces continuously, you get really good at it. There. One more little bag. Oh, actually two. Yeah, see, these are identical. Drop the piece. Some more Technic pieces. It's kind of funny, like look at all these pieces. Just imagine, like, if you threw all these pieces down on the ground, with all the wedge pieces, you could probably realize it was like Star Wars related. But for some of these other sets, like you just never know. You could, like, imagine all the possibilities of what you could build of all the various pieces that are in a set. I wonder if like you gave a monkey all those pieces, would that monkey ever, over ages of time, figure out what it was supposed to be? All right, I think I'm all sorted out. Let's go on to. Oh, okay, cool. So I can actually set this aside because now we're going to work on the frame. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this up here. Where it eventually will sit. It actually has a display stand on it too. So, all right. Let's see. I wonder if I can. Probably won't work that way. All right. 2, 4, 6, 12. Let's look at these, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It is. All right, so connectors and start. And 2 more of these. What is the best way for me to do this? All right. So 2 here. And 8 of these. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So let's see. 1 hole, 3 open, skip 1, skip 1, and hole, 3 open, skip 1, skip 1. All right, 2 long ones again, and 2 the shorter ones. Eight of these again. 2, 4, 6, 8. These over there. All right. So like each of these, right? 8 pieces. That's 8 out of those 3,000 pieces. So it really generally goes pretty quick. And the more you build these, the faster it goes. Here we go. I see some repetition going on here. So this is already getting pretty long here. 2, 3, and 4. And then the 1x4s. Oh, those are the black ones. All right. Oh, cool. Now I need the ship. Or the base. All right. I guess I'll switch back to this way. So this is going to give it a lot more structure as well. This is going to go here, here. And like earlier, this piece here was just built up with nothing else around it. And it's just so that it's a guide so that the rest of the pieces can just fit in exactly where it's supposed to go. So you don't get like 4 steps into it and find out, oh, I was like, 2 studs off on this. They don't always do that everywhere, but especially on some of the bigger connections, they try to make sure that you're doing it right. Two and 3, and 2 green pieces. Oof, okay. Let me grab these 2. That's weird. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. Over here. All right, frame is attached. Yeah, so it's flipping huge. this. All right, so now I don't know what this is. I'm gonna build next. It's like the outside railing on this side. So we're gonna again put this up here. And build this next section. Two long pieces. Okay. Here. Two of these. One of these. And one of these. Whoops. Wrong. All right. So here. Oh, this goes down right here. And that there. So one of these, two of those, and one of these. Right there. Okay. One of these, and one of those. Okay. Yeah, this guy starts getting a little weird sometimes because it's like, what am I doing? Like 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Like really weird long piece here. And it just keeps getting longer. So it's like, and I'm sure it'll fit on there fine. Just sometimes I worry that maybe I screwed something up. But yeah, I mean, you forget though, as long as the ship is right, the stuff you're building forward has to be just as long. So 1x6, one of the longer ones. 1, 2. Okay. So it looks really long, right? It looks really like straight. I was gonna work along those curves. It's gonna be these pieces. Oops. These hinge pieces, so they can move to whatever kind of angle you need them to be. So flip these over. Hopefully I have the right end here. Yeah, I believe I do. Yep, good. And then here, that, and that, here, there. Yeah, so you can see the hinges there, and that's how it'll attach. Right over here, 3 more of that. 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 1 by 6. 1 by 3, and this. Alright, that goes there. Oh, there's supposed to be 2 by 3s. Alright. This is going to be really interesting. Oh, wow. Like, how many more? So I'm on step 11. Okay, step 15, and then we'll actually connect it. So I wonder, like, man, how many pieces am I going to put on here? 3, 4. Oh. 2 of these. Show everything. All right. Gotta figure out where I'm at here. Oh, I see. And so this is going to be. So here's going to be that. That's going to be there. It's going to be 3. Where's this? It's going to go there. All right, now probably going to strengthen that a little bit more. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2 by 2. 3 of these. 1 of these. And 1 of these. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, so there. Space 2. Oh, I'm supposed to have 5 of those. 3, 4, 1. There. There. There, there. This piece goes here. So you can tell, getting sturdy. Some of this is 3 bricks tall now. Let's go through, make sure everything's tight. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more red one. 12 of these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I grabbed 12. Yay! All right. I see. All right. Oh yeah, this is nice and solid now. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, 3 of these. 1 of these. 2 of those. 1 by 4. And 2 1 by 3s. All right, let's see. All right, let's go up. Goes here. All right, I think this is a. Oh, I see. They kind of tell you where these, what the angle should mostly be to get them to connect. All right, let's see how this works. Um, yeah, this is gonna be interesting to try to figure out. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. So, like it connected here, and you can see the angles as they change. All right. Now I'm guessing. Now we get to build the other side. So, starting to get heavier now. Or, no. Yeah, it is. Same thing. So some of this stuff is repetitive, but this is why Lego are therapeutic. Here, 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 there. Of course, the second one of these is always faster because it's just same as what I just did, except it's inverted, right? So that's not what I want. Here, here, and here. All right. Two of these. One of these. 4 hinges. A long one. 6. And one of these. All right. Same as before. Oh, dang. I done messed up. There. 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 All right. 3 more hinges. 2, 4, 5. 1 by 6. 2 1 by 3s. All right. Oh, yeah, it's down here. All right. Should be the last 4 hinges. 2 of these. 2 1 by 3s. All right. this is the last one here. All right. So you can see pieces are starting to dwindle again. 4, 6, 8, 10. Just because, I mean, you use so many pieces on each of these steps. I mean, this one alone is 15, 16, 20, 22 pieces in one step, right? So it goes quick. Except I didn't grab all the ones I was supposed to. All right. There. I don't know where. Oops. Here. Here. There. This was supposed to go where? Hang on. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, down here. Was that not? Oh, I was up here. I forgot. The last step, I forgot to put that on. There we go. Two, 4, 5, 6. One of these. Those. 2 of these. 12, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So down here. And again, getting sturdier. All right. I forgot where these go. Oh, that's right. At the very end there. There it is. All right. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 by 4. 2 1 by 3s. 3 of these. That should be it. All right. Very beginning here. And we're going to be just about ready to attach this to the rest of the ship. We are working faster than an Imperial shipyard. All right, so there. All right, let's attach this bad boy. There we go. Yay! All right. Let's see what piece we need here. Last 3 of these. It's gonna be interesting trying to figure out where all this goes. Okay. This is securing the connections for all these the hinge parts where they connect. There. All right, cool. Everything's secured. Go to the next part. All right. Let's see. 2 there. There. So when I like to grab these pieces and lay them out in the way that is shown in the guide. That way I know that I've grabbed them all. Just easier for me to track them that way. All right. Alright, I got them all. Where did they all go? What is underneath? Hang on, there's a piece of money for. Hopefully, I needed them there somewhere. Oh, actually, it was, wasn't it? Hang on. There. Yeah, okay, that's no, over here. Alright, forgot a piece. Alright. Now let's figure out where the rest of these damn pieces go. That's over here. There. Oh, back here. So these pieces here, I think they're going in the back, and that's where the engines are going to hook up. Don't know that for sure, but I believe that's what's going to happen here. Oh, damn, how did they get there? Alright, so this is going to go across here. Where's this going to go? This is there. So I think here we're just layering. I gotta admit, on this build, it's a little hard sometimes to see where the pieces are all going. They don't really point anything out for you. All right. So now, more framework. So this will be interesting to see what it is that we're building here. Empty. Big one, smaller one, two of these. I bet they're going to do another frame that goes on top of the first one we just built. It's just going to not be as long. I'm going to guess that we're just probably going to continue to build them up because this is very similar to what I was doing earlier. Yeah, another one. Another one. Go ahead and add another. And another. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Good Lord. That's when you're reminded how long this set is. Alright, now, let's bring more of these.
these four. And one of these. So I'm going to close that up. Here, here. Bam. Bam. Take the next one down. Yeah, let me make sure that's right. This goes this. Nope. Dang it. Dag nabbit. These are kind of a pain to get out. I'm going to need to use this. So it's the 1, 2, it's the end of the third. 1, 2, end of the third. So it's down here. All right. And now we mount this. This is where some of the length comes from. This is going to mount further back. So if you look, well, I guess it didn't add that much in the back. But you can see this frame went from here all the way to the back there. All right, so how I'm going to do this? Let me get the pieces together first. These two. This is probably going to build up everything around the frame so that we then can connect it all. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These. 4 of these. 4 of those. 2 of these. 2 of these. I believe I got it all. All right. Oh, this is interesting. All right. I think this is right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that works. All right. Now, that's that. So the next part. Oh, I just forgot. We have these 2 pieces. All right.
here. Stupid cat hair. All right, so then on here. Oh, okay, got it. That's it. Actually, there's one. Oh, this piece goes right here. So, just more framing. We're building around a frame. We'll see what we're doing here. All right. This is probably the last few pages of steps. Let's see. Because we're in step. That's weird. Steps restarted again. That's odd. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm on page 75. We're going to page 92. So 17 pages. But I mean, you guys have seen on some of these how fast that goes. The phone's going off. What is going on? Yeah, bills. I pay my phone bill. All right, so I have no clue what it is I'm doing here right now. Ruh-roh. That's not right. All right, hang on. There. All right, fix it. Good. Oh, that's gonna connect in the back here somewhere. Oh, I guess right here. All right. Well, that works. Well, no one to build next. It's gonna be the inverse of that for the other side. So nearing up on a third of this being built. Well, more or less. 1 out of the 3 boxes will be done. Yeah. 2 of these. 1 of these. Over. All right. Then this is probably this I could build it for like maybe the bridge too. Might be kind of early for that, but we'll see. All right. And these 2. These. Okay, that's gonna attach right to the frame here. And then this is gonna be bam. All right. Page 80. This is gonna be okay. Hang on. This is already getting a little tricky here with how big this thing is already. All right, I guess that's gonna go. Not only on the outside one. Oh, I see. That's not too bad. And so this is just all the Technic pieces being connected up together to just create really good connection between the body that we've built so far and a new frame that we just added. All right, so two, that, 10 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go. 2, 4, 5, 6. 1 by 3s. These two. That should be everything. Again, like in the past, sometimes they circle, like in the book, like what area you're working on. They haven't done that here. Makes it just a little bit more difficult. Again, this is like an expert build though, so it's not like it's meant for kids. So keep that in mind. So I just like to kind of pick one place where I can tell a piece needs to go, and then just kind of build off of that. There. All right. It's just down here. That. So all I have left. Huh. Do I have too many of these? I did. Right. Oh my goodness, we actually got some stickers coming up. Not a lot of stickers in here. That's it. I mean, which seems like a lot, but there are a lot of normal sized set builds that have that many stickers, so it's really not bad at all. All right. Here it is. After this set of bags, probably going to take a little bit of a break. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Okay. These stickers aren't well. Oh, they don't even tell you which stickers. That's messed up, man. Normally they tell you like number wise. Maybe they number all the stickers and they're like, this one goes here, this one goes there. And this is pretty easy to figure out. So, bam. So that goes there. Oh, what's that? Pulling this out. All right. That's gonna go. Where is that going? Oh, right over here. So I guess there is a little bit of an interior to this, unlike the Imperial Star Destroyer. There. Here. Here. That's gonna be like 3 pieces. Okay, cool. All right. So definitely can tell what it's gonna be. All right. Guess what? Attach the body to the frame. More framework. It's gonna be the exact same as before, probably just not as long. There. This will probably end up being the rest of these pieces, rest of the frame pieces. Actually, look at that. That's surprising. It actually, this section of it ends right here. It's not as long as the rest. So that's interesting. All right. That slides into here. Slides into there. 2 yellow. 2 flat tiles. And interesting. I didn't even see that there was. Oh, it's down there. And these two. Last these tan pieces. Oh, wow. Okay. No, that can't be because. All right, where did it go? Oh. All right, hang on. Where? That comes. Oh, it comes right here. So you can tell that just got even longer. Right. So now if I put this up here, yeah. At this point, it's as long as the Imperial Star Destroyer, and it's going to get longer still because it's 49 inches long. That's what it's supposed to be. And look, more frame. All right. I think this might go on top of the other one, or the one I just put on. Here we go. There. This comes back over. And these. That. Two connectors. Yep, last frame piece there. At least for this bag. There might be more. Next set of bags. There we go. I'm thinking about to use the last of these connectors here too. There. Third. There. Let's see. Here. Here. And then on the next block, right before there. There. One of these. One of these. Was it 8 blocks? Wow. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that there. I think this is going to give it some more height. These 4 to the filter pieces. All right, and then. All right, 2 of these, 4 of those, 2, 3, and 4, and 3 blocks. 3 empty, 4 of those. I talk to myself a lot when I build. I'm sure you guys have noticed. One space. All right. It's going to connect up here. Oops. 2, 4, 6, 1 and 2. Oh, this is the bridge here. Anyway, that's interesting. So 2, 3, and 4. No, something's wrong here. Oh, there we go. There, that's the way it's supposed to be. All right. And so now we have, this goes out here, there, there. Oh, cool. Just please. Yeah. It just got longer. So, yeah, officially it is now longer than the Imperial Star Destroyer. But I mean, we knew that, so. This is how we ensure that everything stays nice and strong. So just Technic connectors. This is a really, really solid build. For as like, if it's really long, it's kind of an awkward build, right? Lengthwise and all that. I gotta say, like, it's pretty strong. All right, so here, the other side. And looks like earlier, we got these. All right, so here we go. Hey, thanks, Marty. So this is almost 2.5 hours in. I'm gonna take a break. Hands hurt a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this up there. Actually, flip this around here. It's going to prove the point I was trying to make earlier. Let's see how well this works here. So, right, Imperial Star Destroyer, Super Star Destroyer, Imperial Star Destroyer. So this Super Star Destroyer is right now in scale with that. And this is how big that one is, right? So that just gives you some comparison on what the scale is on these. It's huge. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'll probably be back. I aim for 1 o'clock. Get some food. I need to try and sort through the next pieces, so you guys don't have to watch that. And then we'll continue going. I'm hoping to get on today. I mean, this is 2.5 hours. I think the other ones probably won't be. I mean, I got most of the bigger pieces done already, so I think it's gonna be a lot more smaller pieces, a lot more detailed. But we'll see how it goes. And talk to you guys soon. Bye.